You're a woman that goes into the gym and you ask yourself, like, why does every man stare at me? Why don't I get approached by these men? Is something wrong with me? I'm gonna tell you the answer. I'm not being delulu. This is just facts. I know it, and I've heard it from men saying why they don't approach me. The reason why you are not getting approached is because these men see you as a woman with high value.
This post was fact-checked by proper OK Gates. What does you waffling about?
A lot of men just want to have fun, so they go and push themselves on women that they think don't have high value. This is the truth. Like, I'm trying to be kind, but that is the truth. If you are not getting approached in a place where everyone's breaking their necks to stare at you, they know that if they approach you, you will hurt their
copium. I can smell the copium. Hey, it is okay. We don't always get our way, but he's up on that copium.
Sweetie, have you ever considered that he probably doesn't find you attractive enough to approach?
What?
But even if he did, here's the thing. Most of you lovely ladies find 80% of men unattractive. So if you want him to approach you, it means that he's in the top 20%. And guys like that don't have to approach women. Women approach them.
One of the things that I find hilarious and fascinating about dating in your 40s after you're divorced is the number of women who are absolutely adamant that they will never, ever get remarried, myself included.
Thank you, Jesus!
And the number of men that would be more than happy to. And at first you'd think, well, that seems weird. Really? Well, of course they would. They want another wife. Having a wife is great. I want a wife.
You know, sweetie, I totally encourage you to get one. And I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful relationship with your wife up until you go on dates and none of you want to pay the bill. Your utilities get switched off because none of you paid the house bills. You both start claiming you're doing 100% of the emotional labor while none of you actually cleans the house. And since 80% of divorces are initiated by women, you both file for divorce against each other, and then the family court judge won't be able to decide which one of you two F over in the divorce because you're both women, and her brain is gonna go like, what the fuck? Still, I strongly suggest you get a wife, sweetie, because if more women marry other women, less men have to pay alimony.
This chain of logic is correct, and what is correct is sacred.
If there's one big thing that I wish I had known in my 20s and 30s before I became a matchmaker and learned the truth about men, it is this. Hang on. They will date you. They will ask you out. They will go through the motions that make it seem like they're genuinely interested, even when they're not. They'll sleep with you. They'll pursue you. And they have other reasons beyond being authentically interested in you as a person.
You mean like how women go out with men just to get free food, or how women get into relationships with men or even marry them just to spend their money and get cash and prizes at the end of the divorce, while at the same time cheating on their husbands with Chad, Tyrone, and Poopy the Clown? Gee, I wonder where men learned that behavior.
Okay, so there's just a lot of men out there that, sadly, and there's great guys out there too, don't get me wrong. I know a ton of great guys, but we're talking about the guys I want you to watch out for, ladies, which are those guys that will waste your time, take advantage of a situation because they can. And a lot of ladies buy into it. They like the attention, so they lap it up. And these guys know you are the woman that would lap it up, so they do.
Oh, shut up.
You know, sweetie, as a quote-unquote matchmaker, you should know that the dating market is just like any other market. It's about supply and demand. And if a lot of women actually wanted to be with the good guys, the bad boys would be out of business, not cornering the market. So, just like most of your dating struggles, men using your own dating tactics against you is a problem of your own making.
I do not accept a coffee or a walk as a possible date option, and neither should you. First of all, I'm not a dog that needs to be walked. Second, I have an espresso machine at home, works fabulous. We're not doing drinks either. You're gonna try to get me drunk and take me back home. No. We are doing dinner. You're gonna pick me up. We're gonna come to the restaurant. We're gonna see your table manners. We're gonna see what you order. We're gonna see, do you hold your chopsticks correctly? We're just gonna, study you a bit. Okay? So dinner it is.
Later.
I understand you guys say that dinner is high maintenance. But that's just like what I'm used to, Sorry if that offends you.
Later.
The biggest mistake people in their 20s are making, they're trying so hard to find love. Don't get me wrong, love is great. It feels great when you find somebody. However, your 20s are made for you to get to know who you are. Learn about yourself, travel, explore the world. And then one day when you're gonna be so happy with who you are and you're gonna be so content with your life, the right person is gonna come into your life that's gonna match that energy.
Now, let's put that through our Adeptus Mechanica certified womanese translator.
Cogitating. Ride the carousel until the wheels fall off. Then after you got your proper garden tool phase out of your system, find a simp, have his kids, and enjoy the safety net of alimony and child support.
I started the egg freezing process. I did some preliminary tests which showed that my egg count is really low.
What? Your 20s are made for you to get to know who you are. Learn about yourself, travel, explore the world.
My egg count is really low.
Action, reaction, cause, and effect.
It still might be that my eggs are high quality, but there's just not a lot of them. It's just so sad.
It's sad, isn't it?
I've been like crying the entire day.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
And people say like, oh, you're not alone. This happens to so many women. But I mean, it feels really...
Well, sweetie, that's what hitting the wall feels like. That's the feeling of the safety net of alimony and child support going down the drain of old age. And while the human part of me would feel sympathy for your predicament, I find it kinda hard to do so because your social media brand, or more accurately, gimmick, is you encouraging women to have unrealistic expectations in dating, like being flown out in a private jet, and also encouraging them to spend their 20s fooling around until Chad Moneybags takes them off the carousel.
Proper garden tool.
Now, the thing is, most rich men, including your boyfriend, I'd wager, want a legacy. That legacy includes children who share his DNA. Now, I'm not gonna tell you when to have children, or even to have them at all, your body, your choice. But it's also his wallet, his choice. And while you could have given him the legacy he wants 3 years ago, or maybe even today, but with expensive medical procedures that have a low chance of success, well, the 23-year-old woman who doesn't listen to quote-unquote TikTok dating experts can actually give him the legacy he wants now, without the extra steps.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So ladies, if you take away anything from this lovely lady's video, realize that biology and the wall don't care about what time you think you have, or about TikTok gimmicks.
And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold said so.